Are you eating way more carbs than your body can handle? Every single day, most people are piling on bread, pasta, soda, cookies, often without realizing how much it adds up. The truth is, the average American diet contains more than 250 grams of carbs every day. Now compare that to the official baseline, 130 grams, the minimum amount your brain needs to function. That means many of us are eating double, sometimes even triple, what our body actually requires. This massive gap is why so many people feel sluggish, gain weight, and struggle with blood sugar swings. So what's the real solution? It starts with knowing your personal carbohydrate threshold. Think of it like your body's limit, the amount of carbs you can process without pushing insulin through the roof. For some, that limit might be higher. For others, much lower. Visualize it like this. Two people eat the same meal. One person handles the carbs with ease. The other sees blood sugar spikes sky high. That's because thresholds vary, based on your activity level, metabolism, and insulin sensitivity. Here's where you begin. 130 grams per day. That's your baseline. It's enough to cover the brain's glucose demand without all the excess. Picture a balanced plate. Quinoa, vegetables, fruit. From there, you adjust. If you feel strong and energized, you may tolerate more. If you feel sluggish or your weight isn't moving, you titrate down. This baseline is your safety net. It gives you control and a clear starting point. But here's the real key, your metabolic health. If you're insulin resistant, even 130 grams might be too high. Imagine an athlete versus someone pre-diabetic. The same pasta dinner hits their systems very differently. For someone with insulin resistance, that dinner triggers large blood sugar spikes. Lowering carb intake under 130 grams often improves control and stabilizes energy. Meanwhile, a metabolically healthy, active person may process the same meal without issue. Carb tolerance is not equal, and knowing your own status is critical. Let's keep going. Physical activity changes the whole game. When you exercise, your muscles become like sponges. They soak up glucose to refill glycogen stores. This means carbs eaten after activity are stored as fuel, not fat. Exercise boosts insulin sensitivity, so your body can handle more carbs without spiking blood sugar. Picture an athlete finishing a workout, eating rice and vegetables. Their muscles pull that energy right in. Now picture a sedentary person eating the same plate on the couch. Their body has no demand for that fuel. The result? Higher spikes, more fat storage. So remember, carbs and activity go hand in hand. But what about rest days, when you're not active? Here's where the 50-gram threshold comes in. Keeping carbs under 50 grams per day puts you in a very low-carb state. Think of meals like eggs, avocado, and greens. At this level, insulin spikes are minimized. The body turns to fat for fuel. For people struggling with weight gain or blood sugar swings, this strategy can be powerful. But there's a catch. Staying under 50 grams long-term is restrictive. It can limit fiber, variety, and sustainability. That's why it's best used strategically, not necessarily forever. So how do you apply all this? You experiment. Track your carbs. Start at 130 grams. Note your energy, your focus, your weight. If you feel off, adjust down. If you're training hard and feel drained, add more. This is how you find your personal sweet spot. What works for someone else may not work for you. Your carb intake should fit your body, your activity, your health goals. And that's the surprising truth. There is no universal carb number. It's personal. It depends on your metabolism, your lifestyle, and your health. So here's the takeaway. Stop guessing, start experimenting, and listen to your body. If this helped you rethink your carb intake, share it with a friend, drop a comment with your experience, and subscribe to Health Clips Daily for more science-backed tips you can use right away.